I Don't Like That podcast is now available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Gosh. We're back here in the studio for another episode of everyone's favorite podcast. My energy's so high. Welcome, guys.
Welcome, everybody, to the I Don't Like That podcast
with our deliciously electrifying purple people leader, Miss Taya Valkyrie.
And everyone's favorite chrome hearts wearing heart throb,
Cute.
Bobby Blueberry.
That's right. Garcon John mentioned chrome hearts one time. This podcast
You're
has
changed.
changed me.
You're changed.
I'm different now, guys.
You're changed forever.
I'm different.
He's a brand whore.
I love brands. David sent me a picture of Balenciaga today, and I was like, never mind. If you want to sponsor us, we love you.
I love Balenciaga. You know, I have sneakers. I have a jean jacket. I have purses. I love Balenciaga.
You love Balenciaga.
Yeah.
And I love Beyonce Gaga.
Beyonce Gaga. It's all the same. Guys, we have a very fun episode this week because
We're not talking about nothing but everything.
But everything all at once.
Yeah, like we really have nothing planned. Like we do, but we don't. But we do,
but we don't.
We're not doing
also,
all travel. We're
this
just
is
doing
the last episode before.
This is the 100th episode. This is the 100th episode, you guys. You just missed a lot. We didn't post them.
We didn't post them because we kept them to ourselves.
How much we hang out and gab, we could probably have 100 in the bank.
Literally. I'm just going to fix this because it's...
Oh, yeah. Okay. Chrome Hearts.
Chrome Hearts is coming on the microphone.
This is the episode before Pride.
Pride is coming.
Pride is coming. We're going to talk a little bit about Pride, but we'll do that at the end. Let's talk about what we did this last weekend and how cute it was.
Oh my gosh, we went to the Vanderpump Dog World Dog Day event in West Hollywood in the park. We brought Presley, we brought Bowie.
It was so
It was the cutest thing, and we honestly were so excited because we also got invited to like other dog events.
Yeah, we were.
I think we were popular.
Yeah, and I went. We were popular. I went. I didn't go for the dogs. I went to watch the people.
Yeah.
I went to see.
But you had a delightful time.
I had so much fun. We left with there was human games.
Human games for dog prizes.
We got to play games, and we left with a lot of loot.
So much loot. A giant Vanderpump bag full of loot for Presley and Bowie.
For dogs, though.
For dogs,
Nothing
which I love.
humans.
And we're actually going to share them. I was messaging with Scarlett Bobo literally minutes ago telling her how I have gifts
because some of those prizes were bigger than your dog.
Yes, for Harley and for Lunatic.
We saw Miss Lisa.
Miss Lisa, the Queen Vanderpump, was speaking to her people.
And when there was a point where we sat down for the raffle.
Mm-hmm. Because I had to buy raffle tickets. It was for the dog.
Because all the
money, all the games, all the money that you're paying.
We didn't care.
For everything went to Vanderpump Dog Rescue. They even had dogs there that you could adopt. So we were really into paying for the raffle tickets, playing the games, doing everything because it was all going to charity, and we love that. And we tried to win the raffle.
We didn't win the raffle, but
we didn't win anything.
We didn't win anything in the raffle, but when we sat down for the raffle, I still loved when I took the tickets and I was like, ready for the raffle?
If you watched our reel.
But who sat next to us at the raffle? Who sat down next to me?
One of the Toms.
Right there. One of the Toms. Yeah. Tom Schwartz.
Tom Schwartz was there.
Tom Schwartz sat next to us, and he won something in the raffle.
And he was so sweet. Fans came up to him and asked for photos. He was very nice. Very sweet, smiley. He sat down next to little Bobby here.
Raffle. He did sit next to me, and he won in the raffle, and it was like a bunch of dog vitamins. And he turns to us and he goes, "Hey guys, my dog isn't gonna be tricked into eating these. Do you want these? Do you guys want to take them?" And I almost took it just because it was Tom Schwartz. I've never seen the show. I didn't know. I just remember going. Taya's right here. Tom Schwartz is here, and I go to Taya and I go, show.
And I'm like, this goddamn Tom Schwartz.
I don't know that guy's on the show.
God damn it.
And then at that point, then people started coming and being like, oh my God, that girl. Tom, I've had a crush on you for the last 15 years. I was like, Don't
Girl.
do that, girl. That is embarrassing. Oh my God. I was like, a good thing you didn't offer her the pill. She would have ate one right there in front of him.
The beef jerky, better for your joints and your coat.
Yeah, it's like they were definitely like new age health vitamins. I was like, I don't think a lot of dogs are going to get tricked.
No, and I
into
literally responded with Presley and Bowie. I cannot even wrap those in cheese. They will not. They're bougie.
Yeah.
But they want the sashimi and the bossa
'Cause
nova
those were-
chicken briquette.
And that's the thing. These, if I were to say anything, I don't know anything about dog pills, but I know that all the prices were pretty bougie. Those would be bougie pills.
Yes.
I wish we knew the name of them so we could shout them out.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they're very nice, but it doesn't matter how bougie the pills are. The dogs will not be tricked.
And also, my dogs, as you know, are 5 pounds each. And a lot of dog pills, like you have to get specific dog pills that are for small dogs because these are literal, when we call horse pills, the giant pills that we have to take as a daily vitamin. These are way too big for my dogs, and but he did offer them to us, which was very sweet. He did
offer them,
but you were lovely.
But all the people at the dog thing, it was just really cute. It was fun to go.
Everything was pink themed.
I definitely
we did a photo booth. Remember, we did the photo booth.
We'll post that picture.
Yes, that one was really cute.
That's really cute.
We did the pink carpet.
I got a little dragged to the show, and I had a great time.
Yeah.
But luckily, at the same time, we were both like, we need people food and we need it now. Let's go.
And then we did a little happy hour thoughts.
Oh, we did our happy hour. Did we do our? No, we didn't.
No, was that a different day?
It's
all blending into
it's
itself.
always happy hour thoughts.
Oh no, that's right. We went to Rocco's to have human food, and because Garcon John and Bowie, they came a little bit late.
And it was a drag show.
And we went to Rocco's, which is where our favorite boneless wings are. We wanted to sit in our booth. We wanted to have the whole experience like we always talk about. And there's a drag show going on. So we went from a dog party to a drag show, which was lovely.
Lovely. And then
we saw our girl, Brandy Wine was there.
Yes.
Cake Moss,
who I think is the hardest working drag queen in all of West Hollywood. She's
Yep.
always on the scooter. On
She
the
was
bird,
there.
just scooting around.
Yep.
And then we went straight to a baby shower.
Yes.
We just had a Saturday and it was like 4 p.m. I was like, make this
We
day
have done it
over.
all. Yeah, we went by Laura's.
Then did we go out that night?
I honestly can't remember.
No, we did. You came back over.
Yes, that's right.
And we were like, my husband comes home and we're like, we're working.
Yeah, we were working on the pod.
We're working.
We promised we're working.
And then we went out, but we gave ourselves a curfew.
We always, now when we go out and we are doing work things,
we give
ourselves a curfew.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, which I think is really good and
Setting
important.
your own curfew.
And we've been doing really good at sticking to our curfew. I'm actually really proud of us.
I did.
Because sometimes we just go, there's a curfew, and then we completely forget it, and then it's too far gone, and then it's over.
Oh, well, actually, that wasn't the night that we went out. And we'll be like, we'll be back by 12:30 or 1. And we were out for like 40 minutes. You go, can we please just go back to your house?
Because it was a Saturday night?
It was a Saturday night. That you know, here in West Hollywood, there's a thing where like Wednesdays and Thursdays are the best nights to go out because it's all the locals.
Or Sundays.
Sunday Fun Day is so much fun. But on Friday and Saturday nights, the tourists come into town. The Bakersfield. Sorry, we just lost Bakersfield.
Everyone that doesn't live like in the community within like the neighborhood,
then
basically,
out, and we're like, no,
they come out.
It's just rowdy and noisy, and the music is very. I love top 40s, but it's like, it's catered to the masses.
Yes,
and it was just loud.
People were in the streets, like they were just drunk. Very drunk.
And we went to the Wild, and we had a lot of fun. We had fun at the Wild, but that particular, I felt like we were getting bombarded.
Yes. Fans of the pod.
Fans of the pod. And I was like, well, they were also doing a podcast launch that night.
Yeah, there was just a lot going on, and like we kind of, I was over it.
I had one. Yeah, we walked
by the Abbey,
and we're like, let's go to the Abbey because you can usually find a safe space in the Abbey, some sort of like corner.
Have a little snack.
And we took one look into the Abbey, and she goes, let's go.
Yeah, and we went back to Bobby's, and we actually worked on the pod for like an hour.
I was actually editing, and we were just having some drinks and just chatting and hanging out. And you actually got to. I don't know if you've actually watched me edit any of the episodes.
No, and it was educational for me because Bobby edits all the episodes while I do all the social media. I upload now to Spotify and all of our other streaming platforms.
It feels like a fair trade because it's like I hate doing all of it.
And I come up with all the captions.
I don't like I don't love social media. I just love that I have a partner who
Figures it out.
Does it, and all I have to do is wake up and hopefully notice that she's done it. Because I've turned off all my notifications on Spotify. I mean, on Instagram, which has totally mind-fucked me. Because I love all the reels that people send me. I just love it. And now you recently go, turn it off.
Turn off the notifications, guys.
And now I'm like, so I have to like open up to see, we have a new reel that I have to repost.
Yes, because I schedule everything because it is, at 8 a.m. Pacific time when everything goes live.
That's something we need to mention. We are now, if you're watching this, if you haven't noticed, we're now on all platforms.
Yes.
We are now on Apple Podcasts. We're on
Spotify.
Where all your podcasts are sold.
Yes. And also...
we're continuing YouTube.
Yes,
so
because we want you to hang out with us and also have this visual experience because, we bring it to the YouTube.
Yes, we bring it. I come, she brings it.
Yeah. But also, if you are listening to us on these different platforms, make sure you give us 5-star ratings because those are very important.
If we deserve it, but I
think we deserve it.
We deserve it.
But it also helps us grow and it helps people notice us and things like that. So we appreciate everyone's support.
Yeah.
And
take a moment right
spread
now,
the love,
guys.
spread the word.
Take a moment right now. We'll wait.
Waiting.
We'll wait.
Waiting.
It's cool. Do you guys want us to sing something from Wicked?
Popular.
You already did it. Popular.
Right. You're already giving us 5 stars.
Thanks, guys. Okay, so now we can talk again. So yeah, that was we did Lisa Vanderpump. That was our thing.
We had a full day of activities.
On all platforms. We had a full day of activities, and now let's just talk about some of these hot topics.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that have been going on in the world, and because this week we are, we're recording and then it'll be out immediately on Tuesday.
Yeah.
We really want to touch on some of the pop culture and things that are going on in the world. And one thing that happened over the last 2 weeks, week and a half is
the white smoke.
The white smoke. Everyone.
The conclave concluded.
And it's over and we have a new pope.
We have an American pope. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed.
We have a new
pope. I don't care that you're from Chicago. I don't care that you're American. I do like the name Leo.
He's the 14th.
That's too many.
To be named Pope Leo.
I mean, God, are there not other names?
I like the name Leo, though.
I love
think it's
the name
cute.
Leo. Do you know?
I think it's cute.
Where I went to my grade school was St. Pius X.
Oh.
It was the Roman numeral, so people would call us St. Pius X.
Like Bleach X? Is Bleach X Bleach 10?
Oh, very. Bleach 10. Bleach X is Bleach 10, who will be a guest in the pod in like 2 weeks.
Yes. But yeah,
Bleach
this
10,
is...
Bleach fucking Pius Bleach 10.
Bleach 10. He's going to kill us.
I can't believe it.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know nothing about St. Pius, the Pope. I went to a Pope. The school is named after a Pope.
Well, we have a 14th Pope Leo.
Congratulations.
Elected by the conclave. He's
impressed.
The 267th Bishop of Rome. The first American Pope, like you said, from Chicago. This all happened on May 8th, so a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
But we are just getting there. He's 69 years old, so he could be around for a long time.
Oh, God.
69.
Okay. I just don't like, we could talk about, he recently came out and said he doesn't like boys kissing boys or girls kissing girls.
Yeah, he's dual citizen, U.S. and Peru.
I thought I liked him before all this
Yes,
stuff.
I remember when he was elected and when this discussion was going on before he was officially elected, we had this discussion.
I texted my family and I was like, is this good?
Yes.
Do we like this?
And although he said that he was going to continue with the same shared views as the previous Pope Francis, he has now affirmed his opposition on gay marriage.
Trash. He's
stating that marriage is between a man and a woman. And we all know on this podcast, on the I Don't Like That podcast, that what do we think about this? I don't like that.
Trash. I don't like that.
Listen. Highlighting that the views don't align with the Catholic Church's core teachings. It's
fuck
like
yourself.
And honestly, what annoys me the most too, and we always say like a spade is a spade. Everyone should have known that he felt this way. Yeah,
it's interesting like that they're. I mean, I thought I'm not Catholic. I was raised Catholic. I'm not too invested, but Francis was to me the most Christ-like, the most in line with the actual teachings of Christ. Being nice to your neighbor, just like helping the less fortunate. Like he was really aligned with what actual, whether
But
you
he
believe in Jesus or
he
not.
had some things to say too.
Well, he's still a pope.
Yes, and he still like really changed the opinion of people. And when it comes to Pope Leo, we should have known this because in 2012 he was very critical of entertainment,
Yeah.
stating that he was mad about their sympathy for beliefs and practices that are at odds with the gospel.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
The thing
Including the homosexual lifestyle and alternative families comprised of same-sex partners and their adopted children. Like, guys,
no.
what are we doing?
Help the less fortunate, but adopted children are not your children. Like that kind of shit, fuck off.
Yeah, it's very different, like you said, than what Pope Francis had done beforehand, where he was really, oversaw a Catholic Church influx and acceptance of the LGBTQ people and famously saying, "Who am I to judge?"
Yeah, like, it's great. It's like, these people don't think my marriage is legitimate.
Which is insane to me.
Which is insane.
Like, seeing the love that you and David have for each other in person, not only, like, and when I met David in person over the course of our friendship, the love that the both of you have for each other is so pure, genuine, joyful,
unproblematic. Happy. We have like no problems. We don't fight. We are partners in life. And
yes.
And that's like what a marriage
and that
should
is
be.
What it is. Like, it is not.
And it's baffling where it's like, I'm just like, how could you not? It's so weird that like to them, my marriage is not legitimate or real or whatever they think. I'm like, that's fine. That sucks because my marriage is better than maybe any straight couple I've ever met.
Yeah. And
I was like, it's literally perfect.
We know lots of couples of all different varieties.
We know lots of couples, guys.
The love that you both have for each other is just so blatantly obvious and pure and perfect. And I just love both of you. And I cannot imagine you guys not being married to each other.
And are we hurting anyone? Are we doing
this
anything
is
to
also
anyone?
the thing, and I wrote this down. I go,
piss me off.
Why are people so obsessed
with me? I get that.
Like, I mean, I get it, but like, why are people so obsessed with who other people love or who they sleep with? Like, that's fucking weird.
I'm obsessed with like who you hurt and who you help.
Yes.
That is, who are you helping and who are you hurting? Like, that's what matters. Other than that, like, if you keep yourself, fine.
Yeah.
Who cares?
And it just. You're worrying. There's so many other things to be worried about.
God.
Like who the person sitting across from you loves or who they choose to share their bed with.
Or what
First
they
of
do
all,
in the bedroom.
why
like,
do you fucking care? And it's none of your fucking business. You fucking creep.
Ew. Like, it's, yeah. And I'm like, also coming from like the biggest pedophile ring in the fucking world. Like, do I really care about your opinion? I really don't.
I just
think it sucks for people who do care.
Yeah. And I want to live in a world where you can love who you want to love and be who you want to be, and it's just really depressing, and it's very disappointing to know that there are still people and also people in power that feel that way, because I feel so strongly about this, because it's just this is life, this is the world. Like,
no, it's really stupid. It really pisses me the fuck off.
And
but the world that you're saying, we do live in this world. We live in this world where it doesn't matter, because it doesn't. It really doesn't.
Yeah.
But to other people in their world, in their own heads, that's where it matters. When really, in the reality of the existence, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you love. You get to love who you want. Yes, other countries, it's a lot more like pressing matter.
Of course.
And scary. And we are lucky that we are in this
position in this country.
But who knows with this administration? There's things they're doing that scare me, like. The new big beautiful bill that they came out with. I'm like, how long until they're like, your marriage isn't, or because you were married when it was legal, we're actually grandfathered into marriage, or will they take that?
And then that takes away from people in the future and future.
That's the thing. That's so. It was so. I mean, I remember saying at my wedding during my vows, I was like, I need to take a moment that we're living, that we're really, because we got married in 2019. We're in the beginning of this. It's like when interracial marriage was legalized. It's like we've lived in a world where that is unfathomable, that was not allowed. And but we're living in the existence where this wasn't fathomable, that we weren't allowed to get married. And there's going to be 50 years from now when these next generation, the generation after, is going to be like, wait, what? It wasn't legal?
Yeah.
But I was like, actually, we were there in the very beginning. We weren't the first ones at the courthouse. We did it on our own time. But I was like, there's just a lot of people who didn't get to that. I said in the vows, like, there's a lot of people who couldn't be here today. And I wasn't talking about friends and family. I was talking about the existence of mankind. I was like, there's a lot of people, and specifically thinking of, I was really, in that moment, for some reason, Pulse came into my mind. I was like, there's fucking 49 beautiful souls who don't get to do this.
Yeah.
Who didn't get to live to that moment.
Yeah.
Who are robbed of that. And God, I'm like, why is this episode pissing me the fuck off?
I'm sorry, we're gonna.
Oh my God.
Here's my thing. I'll say the last thing I have to say about it is that, like, the Bible says, like, love thy neighbor. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. The Old Testament, Leviticus 19:18. Treat others as you want to be treated. So it says in the Bible, everybody, this is about human rights more than it's about religion or political views. For me, this is about human rights, and everyone should be able to live their true identity, their true love, their true life. And that's all I'm going to say on that.
Kind, yeah,
like, for now.
Be nice.
Be nice to one another. Don't be a
People,
piece of
don't hurt
shit.
People. We all have bad days, but just be nice. And
Listen, it doesn't affect you.
You
Like,
have a bad day is the more reason to be nice to other people, because other people have bad days too.
yeah.
Let's move on.
We're moving the fuck on to something that I know that you don't know a lot about.
Okay,
but I'm
good.
very excited to talk about
Please.
this. And for our listeners and our viewers, the Annabelle conspiracy. Has anybody heard about this?
What is this? You said Annabelle earlier, and I was like, save it for the
Annabelle.
pod. What do you mean?
Save it for
Annabelle?
the pod.
Save it because I was like, what are you talking about?
So you've seen the Conjuring.
Conjuring. She says conjuring. It's conjuring.
Conjuring movies.
I am obsessed.
Conjuring.
You said
Conjuring.
It's
the
the
Conjuring
Conjuring.
movies. Did you watch any of the Annabelle series at all? Bobby Blueberry.
I saw the first Conjuring.
Conjuring. Just blame it on my Canadianism. I don't know.
I know Annabelle is a scary, scary doll.
Okay, so the Annabelle movies are actually based on an actual doll who, in real life, doesn't look like the Annabelle that you see in the movie.
Good.
She actually looks like Raggedy Ann.
Raggedy. God, that's worse.
That's That's the thing. Is it better or worse? I don't know.
Oh, so they glammed up.
They glammed her.
They glammed her up.
They gave her a Hollywood makeover.
They gave her the Hollywood. Okay.
They took her to Beverly Hills and they said, put a little plumper in those cheeks.
You're ugly. We need to fix.
But also, don't fix her under eyes because God, she looked tired. So.
Burn. Oh, she's coming for you.
Hold on. I have some good things.
I don't like where this is going.
Okay.
This certainly took me out of Pope talk.
Taking you out of
Pope talk.
So, there's recently been a tour that has started, and I also want to ask everybody, why the fuck would you bring this doll on tour? She's been locked in a case.
Wait, the Raggedy Ann one?
The real one.
Oh, fuck. What city? Because I want to make sure I'm
not
in
on.
those cities.
So, the real doll that was literally locked in a box at the Warrens. You know the Warrens from The Conjuring.
You got it.
I got
Conjuring,
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Conjuring movies. They're a couple that does a lot of
horrible.
Yeah.
Terrible, yes. Don't like this.
The Conjuring movies. So that museum is now closed. So in order to that is a sign, like if it is closed,
fucking sign.
why are we opening these doors? So they've decided the New England Society for Psychic Research.
Of course, it's New England. God,
decided to take Annabelle on a little tour of the U.S.
No.
Yeah, right now there's 5.
Keep her in New England.
Yeah, like why? She's in a box. Why are we? She's still in the box.
Keep her in those places that have the
This
sugar shacks. Like we don't need it over here.
So she has 5 confirmed spots right now: New Orleans, San Antonio, Illinois, Pennsylvania, and Kentucky.
Okay, she's not making it, like she barely makes it past the Mississippi at this point.
Yeah, but this is also just confirmed. So there could be added locations.
Depending on how her numbers do.
Part of an exhibition, and this is the part where I go,
no, I don't like it.
Part of the exhibition called Devil on the Run.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What
do you mean?
So the theory that has come out during this tour is that Annabelle is starting fires in places where she has
Fuck
been.
yes. Yes, Annabelle. You know what, Annabelle? Yes. Actually, New Orleans feels like a good place.
Yeah.
To take her.
So, obviously, this tour is allowing, in the eyes of these psychic research from New England Society, to view Annabelle outside of its closed location. The beginning of the tour, they actually had an opportunity for an overnight investigation. with the doll.
Why does it take all night? We know who did it.
Where you can listen to lecturers and supervise the doll. Do you want to know where this fucking overnight stay was?
Not really.
In a prison.
Well, put her behind bars.
Virginia State Penitentiary. And I go, if
did
that
it catch on fire there?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. She stayed and waited. She stayed and waited.
They put Annabelle in a prison.
They put her in a prison.
Pissed.
It just seems like a money grab to me. Duh.
I would do this in New Orleans. I love it.
Or is it required security? Because she's so cuckoo banana.
This is like one of those things where the security guards like point their guns and shoot at each other, and they both die at the same time.
It could be.
Annabelle,
it's a little scary.
No, Annabelle out.
Okay, so she's being driven across the country,
Raggedy
obviously, because can you imagine finding out that you were on a flight with the Raggedy Annabelle doll?
Final Destination.
That's Final Destination shit. Like, I feel like the plane would crash, and they would go to the crash site, and she'd be sitting in the pilot seat, like, untouched.
Ew. Fucking ew. No.
So the reason that this conspiracy theory started is people are wondering if she started the Louisiana Plantation House fire.
Oh, the Louisiana Purchase.
The Nottoway Plantation in Iberville Parish, Louisiana.
Darn it. Sorry about your weddings at the fucking slave labor.
Literally,
camp.
once the largest antebellum mansion remaining in the South. And I wrote, good riddance.
Oh my God. Have you ever been to a plantation before?
I've never been.
I have.
And I don't want to go.
We went. Actually, it was.
I want to learn about the history because I think it's important to learn about the history, especially as being a Canadian. Because
we went to one that was like it was amazing, but all the proceeds went to African American charities and into the plantation itself. It was.
That's why the whole wedding venue thing freaks. Like, it's so fucking wrong.
Yeah.
And weird.
The thing is, we were supposed to go to 2 and we canceled the second one just because we were like the first one was like. First of all, the tour guide, she was everything. She was this fucking amazing black woman who throughout the whole I'll just never forget her taking us to the front of the house and she going, welcome to my home until the power bill comes and it's not my home anymore. And I was like, all Southern and loved. She sat at the piano at one point. She's like, I'm allowed to touch it, and plays and sings. She was so amazing and informative, but also like you get to the slave quarters and it was like so like
truthful,
just truthful, and like just like a hush falls over everybody. It was really respectful, and then we were kind of like we don't even go to the second one.
Yeah, I would love an experience like that just because I feel like that'd be just learning about history and learning about this country and the things that have happened. I think is super important.
I think it's important and also I'm the one who's in charge of picking them, and I specifically was like, I want to find a plantation. I was going with the Republicans, so I didn't even know if like I cared that he knew. I didn't even tell him like this is going to a charity and all this stuff. I was like, it's going
and
back
that's
to the
so
house.
important.
And I didn't tell him, but I was like, he doesn't know because he also paid for it. But I was like, haha. But yeah, I was like, it was so. I don't erase history.
No, you need to learn from it.
And
to not repeat it.
But also, Annabelle.
Do not repeat it, everyone.
Annabelle, burn it down. The wedding ones, they specifically had no weddings at that plantation.
And this one that burned down was like the biggest one. I saw some video and some photos of like the ads for the weddings and shit. And I was like,
it's
gross.
That's I get it because it's a beautiful location.
John said when I was reading him some of the stuff I was researching today, he goes, is she having a babyface turn? Annabelle. You know what a babyface is?
A babyface?
In wrestling terms?
No.
It's a good guy.
Oh,
so he's like,
she's turned good.
Is she turning into a good guy?
She's like Megan 2.0.
Yeah, because you know what? Some places with horrific history don't deserve to stand anymore, in my opinion.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I will definitely be paying attention to where she stops next. This is my thing. She's probably pissed to be in the back of a sweaty truck on display. She's old. She's tired.
She should be on the hood.
She should just be living her life in her little box. So retired.
Put her on the.
Come on.
Put her in the sunroof. Like, let her breathe.
Like,
I mean,
put her in a convertible.
Well, I'm pro Annabelle. Okay. I love that. That was a good one.
We turned that around.
That was a good one.
Pro Annabelle. Annabelle,
Annabelle?
Do your shit. And now, something that I have been paying attention to, and I'm assuming you have not, because the P. Diddy trial, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, literally at the top of this card, it says, fuck this guy.
The
Trial that has been going on.
That's where Annabelle should go, is to P. Diddy's prison.
Yeah. P. Diddy's...
Set that on fire. Get rid of him.
Diddy... Obviously, we will say what I'm about to say. He is presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
Now, with that being said, actually, this is illegal to say. The artist who's drawing him deserves a raise.
Oh my God, he looks like shit.
The artist is doing him so
I really
dirty.
was looking deep. I did a deep dive to try and see if I could find an actual picture, but I know that they don't have cameras.
No.
They don't allow cameras in there.
No.
I was really hoping it was like a Johnny Depp, Amber Heard situation where we could like...
I don't see, the thing is, I don't like people like linking, like, saying, oh, he was on Ellen DeGeneres shows, so she and Diddy. I'm like, first of all, no. P. Diddy's like gay. P. Diddy is an anomaly, and I can't stand the guy.
Right. It's just...
The baby oil with G in it is it G?
Yeah, it was like...
fucking crazy that people wouldn't take G, so then he'd rub it on their bodies, and their bodies would absorb it. That is wackadoo.
There's some wackadoodle shit that's... and we're saying... the word of the day is wackadoodle.
Annabelle, do your thing. Word of the day, wackadoodle.
So,
Annabelle,
for those that don't know, which I feel like everyone nowadays knows, like we're in week, I think, 3 of the trial. He's facing federal charges for racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation and to engage in prostitution, with his the key witness being Cassandra Cassie Ventura, who was his girlfriend for a very long time.
Was she the one in the video?
She is the one in the video that everyone knows about, who has experienced physical, emotional, psychological abuse at the hands of her ex. So fuck this guy. She's now taken to the stand along with former friends, makeup artists, and former employees. And some of the things that people are saying, I thought it was bad. It's like, you think things are bad and they get worse. I am so proud of her for like, obviously coming out and saying things, because it does, when one person says something, it does help other victims come forward.
It can be a waterfall into a to a river to an ocean.
Yes, and I'm happy to see her husband standing by her side, and for everyone to be there, because honestly, this woman was horribly abused, in my opinion. Obviously,
not just physically,
physically, emotionally, psychologically. Yeah. Like we've, this is just some of the things that I've read, some of the things that I've seen. Obviously, the 2016 hotel surveillance video where he was physically assaulting her.
We're not going to post right here. We're not
going to post it. I'm sure you can all find it yourselves. The freak offs, the baby oil, filming, watching other men and stripper sex workers having sex with her, like just the craziest shit used. Like there's stories of drug use. There's stories. It's horrifying. There's a lot of video that's been shown in court. I heard that like on one of the sites that I was seeing was that like Diddy's family and his daughters went to the trial. Why the fuck are your kids going to the trial? And they stopped and left, and I go, yeah, no shit. I don't know. Like
I just don't think like people should be. I don't think like anybody should go into a courtroom that's like under 16. Unless like you're actually part of like the actually part of like the trial.
But like your daughters don't need to.
Shouldn't be
I just feel that's crazy. I don't know.
That's
I'm just
bad.
It's really horrible. Like
it's a ban on that. The kids who are like 14 years old should not be allowed into a courtroom to watch.
And I don't know how old his kids are, but like
either. I don't know.
Physically, like just I in my past had a physically abusive relationship 1 million years ago. 1 million years ago. I would reiterate that. I think I was like 19 years old. And so it just kind of like, no, I can't even imagine.
Triggering.
I can't even, it's very triggering, even though my situation was short, happened, twice, and cops were involved, different situation. But like, it was just horrible experience for myself, for me, and reading about and seeing all these videos and different things, it's very triggering for me, but I'm very proud of her for
no, of course, like it's
coming there with her
like
voice,
honorable and brave and true, and like doing the right thing when it's really not an easy thing to do. And, also the
being scrutinized
the
and
victim having to relive it. And relive it also, it's not like a safe space to relive it. Like, you have somebody who's coming to try to, like, discredit you.
Yeah.
A safe space is with your friends. Like, you can do that. But to literally go into a courtroom, people are going to hound you against you. Of course, you have your attorneys that are for you, but you're going to go against somebody who's sitting there trying to...
And not only that, you have the internet, you have all these people, the public who is going to judge you.
And then you have a judge literally who's going like, I'm literally judging you.
Literally judge,
I'm literally here to judge.
Judge Judy. But, and the public, obviously, like, she is a victim, in my opinion, of...
Judge Judy would have been 5 minutes on this, by the way.
She'd have been like, bye.
We're 3 weeks in. Judge Judy would have been fucking 3 minutes in. And she'd go, oh, no, get him out of here.
Yeah, and the thing that bothers me, too, is, like, all these people outside the court with the shirts on that say Free Diddy. And then people saying that it has something to do with, like, crypto. What? Crypto. What are we... This is a young woman...
This makes me understand crypto less.
Yeah, this is a young woman who has gone through this horrible thing. And listen, where there's one, there's probably multiples, in my opinion. So why are we doing this?
I'm just going to say this, and it might be a controversial take. It's just something like this. If this person is found guilty of what this has done, this is something where it's like, lock away and throw the key. I was like, this is merit for death penalty in my eye. And I know that's controversial because I am pro woman's choice. I'm also pro death penalty. I'm on the same side. We have enough people. I talked about it with birth weight, but like if this guy did these terrible things and that, there's no rehabilitating that. Mm-hmm. Wipe them off the face of the earth. That is not okay.
It's just, yeah.
If hundreds and hundreds of people underage, you are a demon.
Yeah.
And need to be taken away from the world.
And I'm just very curious too, like, are other celebrities going to be getting called out just like you saw?
I don't care if it's celebrities or I don't care who it is.
People in general. Well,
people.
And like employees and security guards and different things have come out now and said all these things that they saw, that they witnessed, that they had to clean up, that they had to like
crazy to think that all these people had seen this.
And they didn't say anything.
Because this stuff is not something that's like, oh, it's almost like we were talking about priests, and like I know this is a crazy episode, but like that kind of stuff can happen behind closed doors. But he had like baby oil parties. That means that there's people.
And she went on the record talking about how he would literally want her to be gleaming from the baby oil because he liked her to look shiny. What?
Fuck, that is a demon. That is a demon in a human body who's like, I want you to be shiny. Ew.
Yeah.
Next topic.
There is all sorts of shit. So many conspiracy theories about,
Get me out of this courtroom.
Lots of other things that have happened, and I'm not going to go completely into details. Like even the hotel manager of the Beverly Hills Hotel showed records stating that Diddy was problematic and most likely damaged property. He melted candles and he was an oil spiller. Yes, that was not a glitch in the voice of this or the recording. No, that was a pause. That was
a pause and a poison that just like poured out of my mouth. That's so gross.
Yeah, and like
oil
these
spiller. I don't fucking
and these
like
freak offs that were going on were obviously like going on during like they could go on for days. I also just
a run
hate
for their money.
That he called them freak offs. I all of it just makes my skin fucking boil. Disgusting. I feel so bad for her.
Look at you! You're shooting your electric right now.
Like the electricity on my outfit. Like I am. Ugh.
Yikes.
Disgusting.
Yikes.
But it's really nice to see that Cassie's husband Alex Fine has unwavering support for his wife, and he also has stated that like, because people have said like you saved her. No, he has gone and said Cassie saved Cassie.
Yes, I agree. With that.
She alone broke free of abuse, coercion, violence, and threats. So. Girl,
send him to the chair or whatever.
We have your back here at the I Don't Like That podcast.
Did he come on the podcast?
No.
Don't come on the podcast.
Obviously, he is innocent until proven guilty.
Yes, of course.
I'm very interested to see I'm very, very, very interested to see how this all plays out because this has been going on, now for almost a year.
I just hope everyone's okay.
Yeah.
Well, this has been going on for years and years and years.
Yes,
But there's prosecution in this.
Since he was arrested, his houses were raided. I feel like that was like in August or so of last year.
I heard he had an underground tunnel that went straight to a school, which it's kind of
what?
like...
Well, then it's conspiracy theories. Yeah.
Because it's also like, what was a kid like go, I'm going to go down to the gym basement and just not come back, and it's like they're a Diddy.
Follow the red ball. Like, what is this? The movie It?
Ew,
Like,
follow the red ball. Ew,
I hate it.
Come play with me. Like,
no.
Okay.
But it's it's obviously, I mean, a lot of people know, or maybe you don't, but I am a huge true crime junkie. I always watch a lot of documentaries, follow a lot of podcasts, other podcasts, like I said.
Yeah.
Morbid is my favorite. But yeah, I'm very interested to see what happens. There's a lot of documentaries and a lot of miniseries that are coming out covering this. A lot of pages online that are also giving you kind of up-to-date stuff. It's like week 3. It's happening in New York. So let's see what happens. And I hope that we find justice for Cassie and for also other victims of these kind of situations. And Diddy?
Diddy did it. Let's move on. Of course, I'm sure proven innocent and guilty.
Yeah.
Next topic. Let's hope it's about bunnies.
It's about Pride, so it's about bunnies.
Are we going to Pride?
We're going to go to Pride.
Oh, okay, can we like not link these two? Can
they're
we just
not
add
linked
something
at
else in the middle?
all.
You know what I'm watching right now?
Oh,
Before we
tell
go to
me.
Pride, I'm
These are so my notes are done. That's why I'm
okay. Your notes are done.
The research
let's
portion.
Just go over, so the studio just finished. You haven't caught up. The studio is hilarious.
The studio is so good.
It's very funny.
But it gives me so much anxiety.
It gives me anxiety, and it's a little like a ride.
Yeah. It's very good.
I just
very
started Benny. Oh God, I'm so good with names. Benny Blanca, whatever his name is, overcompensating.
I haven't seen that.
It's on Amazon, and it's like about a gay guy who goes to college. But he's like straight. Like he was straight, but he's gay. I'm so sorry. He's a gay man who goes to college, but he hasn't come out yet.
Okay.
And so it's like kind of that story, which I don't know if has really been told, like on this kind of like maybe 8-episode storytelling arc where you're like, oh, okay, he's like making a friend with a girl and he like latches on. It's very funny. I think you would love it.
Okay. We're into hacks right now, and we are late to the story. We are late.
I'm like on episode 5. We're gonna call this episode soon, so I go watch Hacks. I just realized I have an audition to do for Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
which he's totally gonna get. Everyone, pray to Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Play to Chloe Zhao, Sarah Michelle
Gellar,
Allison Hannigan, and everyone.
All the spirits that are good and the hot vampires of the world. We need Bobby Blueberry to be on the show.
Guys, I'm gonna go do. Well, right now I'm just doing they have auditions later for actual parts or whatever, but they did a casting call thing that they put out. That's just like, if you're a fan, send a 30-second video. And I'm
you are the biggest fan in the entire world.
And everything's like, all the auditions are like closed down now for Memorial Day weekend. Like literally my agent sent an email tonight. He's like, you guys, everyone's like taking Friday off, Monday's off. Enjoy your weekend. I'm like, I'm doing the Buffy audition. And it's just 30 seconds of like your favorite show. I mean, your favorite like episode, character, moment. And I know what I'm going to say. And you know
don't
what?
tell us.
Maybe I'll put it at the end. Maybe I'll put it at the end of the.
Oh yeah, that'd be cute.
I'll put my little audition that I do. Yes. It's only 30 seconds.
You have to get it.
I have to.
You have to get it.
I don't care if I'm literally just in the background and I just look directly at the camera and keep walking.
I would be like, there he is. Look over there.
And I keep walking.
Oh my God. So yes, everyone.
Hacks. So Buffy, but give us a
Buffy. Positive vibes. All the hot vampires in the world with their glowing skin.
Oh, I want to tell you when I'm going to give Jeremy for his birthday. I have the best birthday. I have such good birthday presents.
Can you tell us? You can't tell us.
Here's the thing. My birthday presents I give people. You're going to see hers. My birthday presents that I give people, I like to do one of a kind. It can't be bought. It can't be sold.
Well,
it can't be found anywhere in the world. What I'm going to give you.
Well, I can't wait for you to see your birthday present.
I get to get mine first.
You get to get yours first.
David.
I was finalizing some little things on it over the last couple days.
It's a glue. It's a glue.
It's a glue.
That's also one of my favorite things to say. Like someone's like, "Hey, what is that?" I always go,
"It's a clue."
It's a clue.
You have a lot of sayings.
I have a lot of sayings, and "huge" just came up today.
Huge.
Huge is an old one that I used to say all of my sister's friends would say "huge," and it's cute in a huge way. And
Which
it was
I
like,
love.
yeah.
That's the first time I've seen it in a text and I went, huge.
I was like, huge. You know, cute in a huge way. It's huge. So huge. If you've heard it before, I definitely started that. I was the huge master.
I'm taking off my glasses for huge. I just realized I kept them on the...
You did.
I was very passionate.
It was a passionate episode. Huge.
Lots of information to tell the pod.
It's a clue.
It's a clue.
But
let's talk about what's happening this weekend.
So now, yeah, you guys, it's a very exciting weekend. It's we just had Memorial Day weekend. We haven't had it yet while we're filming this, but
it will have happened.
We hung out at her pool all weekend. If this is the past, but it's the future that's happening. But it begins.
It begins
this weekend.
WeHo Pride.
WeHo Pride. It's
Pride Month.
We're going to Pride together.
Yeah.
We have my boss for my birthday got us to. Well, he's like, you and your husband. I got you guys VIP tickets to Pride, and I'm like,
I'm the podcast wife.
Much. Thank you so much.
So I need to step in.
And my husband has to work, so I was like, I just told him today, it's my podcast wife is coming with me. My husband has to work all weekend. So we're gonna go to Pride VIP style.
It's gonna be super fun.
We might even have backstage passes. I'm not sure. So maybe we'll do an episode of the pod on stage with nobody giving us permission.
We'll just do it.
We'll just grab 2 fucking mics and
rogue
not
style.
recording anything.
I mean, these are pretty inconspicuous.
So we'll have these on. We'll have these mics just so people can hear us, and we'll try to get as many words as we can before they pull us off stage and kick us out of Pride.
Hook comes out.
I've always wanted to be hooked.
Ooh.
Who's got the hook?
But yeah, it's really exciting.
Yeah, so I mean, I know I'm excited to see Paris Hilton DJing. I think she's a great DJ.
I know. I went to her concert.
Did you go to? You went to Paris Hilton's concert?
Yeah, I saw Paris Hilton. It was my friend Katie took me. It was super super fun.
Cute.
All the old girly girl Y2K vibes came right back to me.
Totally, and that's Sunday.
That's
so
Sunday.
Sunday is Paris.
Yeah,
we're going to Paris. It's another
definitely
thing
going to Paris. I want to rob.
I want to rob. Every time we leave a bar, we either say this place is over, or I'm like, I want to rob. Let's go to Paris.
If you don't know that reference, what the fuck are you doing?
Sasha Colby. I want to see Sasha Colby live perform.
Yep.
We have
Lizzo.
Of course, Lizzo and Kim Petras. I mean, the lineup is
massive.
Better than Coachella, minus Gaga. Gaga is better than everybody.
Out Loud.
But for
Festival.
Out Loud,
yeah.
Last year I was a really good Kylie Minogue, a friend of mine who was also kind of my boss, Adam Lambert. It was a good Pride last year. Orville Peck came out last year, so this year I'm just so excited to see what they got. And then I can never remember the person who just took over for Little Nas X, but people love her. Do you remember?
I forget her name.
We both were like, we don't know who that is, but I'm sure you also get a chance to be introduced to new
artists.
Newly minted Anya Nerve is going to has a part. A global
Meredith Marks from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is actually DJing.
Newly minted Anya Nerve is going to be performing.
Lots of queens are going to be performing all weekends long. There's literal setups all over the place. The Boulevard is going to be so fun.
Oh my gosh.
There's the parade on Sunday.
The parade is on Sunday, which on Sunday they close off the street. Santa Monica Boulevard. It's from, I don't know if it's Doheny. We'll just say Doheny to La Cienega. And it's great because me and my husband live just on the first street off of La Cienega on the other side. So people like to, for Halloween and Pride, we all meet at our house. And then we walk out. We have a little roadie. And we walk out to the Pride Festival because you can't drive.
Yeah, you can't even. I remember last year even I couldn't.
We park our cars like on our street.
I had to get dropped off like
parking spots.
a block and a half away up the street, like towards the hill, and I had to like tiptoe down on my heels.
Yeah.
To go to the Wild. I met you guys at the Wild.
Oh yes.
Before going to Adam Lambert's, was it his music video release or something?
At the Wild?
No, it wasn't at the Wild, but we met at the Wild and we went to Heart because it was Heart.
Oh, it was a Heart.
Yeah.
Yes, it was for lube. I think.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was. And they gave little bottles of lube out.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I was like, I had that on my shelf for a long time. I was like, I'm gonna take this off my living room shelf. Like, this is weird that I have lube up here. I mean, it had his face on it. It was cute. It was adorable, but I was like,
I think I remember seeing that
maybe
now.
taking
You had all your Wicked memorabilia, pictures of you and David on your honeymoon. And lube.
And lube. I have my Buffy little area, my Wicked. I have like, those are my two like kind of shrines. And then my husband and I, of course.
Of course.
And then I had a little Adam Lambert lube
Bottle.
and I was like, this is gonna come in handy one day. It's probably dried up. Who knows?
Who knows? Well, I'm so excited for Pride Month. We have so many exciting guests and fun interviews that are going to be coming over the next couple of weeks.
Check out, I'll be looking for, follow us on Instagram and I Don't Like That Pod, because we'll be posting fun reels and videos of you just follow us there. You'll see
from the whole entire weekends and our adventures, because it's not going to be boring.
Follow at Taya Valkyrie on Instagram. Follow at Bobby Blueberry on Instagram. Wait, what is your Instagram handle?
The Taya Valkyrie.
Follow her at
That's how much he doesn't pay attention to shit.
I don't pay. I literally just.
But can we tell the people who our first and second guests are? Obviously?
Yes, we have some. We're doing Pride guests. We're doing LGBT. We're highlighting local LGBTQIA talent here in Southern California. Our first guest
is going to be Ms. Violetta Boulevardes.
Yay, that'll be next week.
Yeah, and it's her birthday that week, so it's going to be
And it's actually my birthday
your birthday
that week.
Yeah, it's
hers is the
June
2nd, mine's the 6th.
Crazy, but Violetta is our first guest, and our second guest is,
as we said before, not Saint Pius X. It's
Bleach
Bleach
the
10th. It's Bleach X.
Jeremy Thurber, our very good friend, an incredible songwriter and singer, will be on the pod.
And then we'll kind of save the other two. And then the episode after that will be a little birthday recap. We're going to do a little Vegas show for you guys.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. Live from Vegas.
We don't want to give you guys Pride.
We got to wait for the magic.
Pride is coming.
Pride is coming. But everyone, please be safe. Have the most fun ever. Really? Have your cocktails. Do not drive.
I hate when people say, like, when you're like, I'm leaving, and people are like, be careful. I'm like, the fuck? Of course I'm going to be careful. But when it comes to, like, Pride, I'm like, be careful out there, guys.
Yeah.
But have so much fun. No one's out to get you. Not that kind of careful. Just, like, just watch yourself. Don't drink any drinks that you don't see them. Don't, be just safe.
And keep your phones in a safe place.
Keep your phone safe.
Your wallet safe. Your friends safe.
And you know what? Don't worry about fashion shoes. Wear your.
I was gonna say, wear
shoes.
something
wear
comfortable.
Your hiking shoes. Wear comfy.
Wear your furry platform boots.
Wear your white shoes that were in your car because you're driving the car and your husband left them, and my shoes were dirty, so I wore these.
But
wear dirty shoes too. I'm like,
everything's gonna get fucked up.
I was like, I had new Converse last year, and they were
trashed,
black by the end of the fucking weekend. So this weekend I'm wearing trash shoes because it's a lot of dancing and hiking and fun and drinking, and we're gonna have a great time. And with that said, thanks for listening another week on this I Don't Like That podcast.
We are Taya Valkyrie and Bobby Blueberry. Have a fun Pride, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Peace, y'all. I'm straight for like 4 more days.
Jesus Christ.
Am I Jimmy Fallon?
I'm out of here. Jimmy.
I'm a Jimmy.
I Don't Like That podcast is now available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.